So today we have a shoot. So follow me, we're gonna go behind the scenes and talk about setting up a video shoot for corporate Meet the Team videos. What's going on, guys? Ryan Weber here, and yes, I am on a client shoot. I'm actually in between people coming through. We're shooting Meet the Team videos, so corporate headshot style. You know, you want this bright, open, the focus is on the person. So I'm gonna show you how we're setting this up, using this setup and recording the videos for these clients. So let me flip the camera around and kind of walk you through what we got. Alrighty, so first thing you can notice, I shut off all of the overhead lights. So my goal was shutting off those overhead lights, and I also shut the blinds over here to the window. So the reason we're doing that is because I want to control the light. I have a bunch of people coming through today, and so I want the same exact lighting the whole time. So I can literally just push record and then move on, because if they're sitting in the same setup, I want it to look the same every single time. So I want to be the one in control of the light rather than having all of this, you know, unknown with the sunlight or having really ugly overhead lights. So I want a kind of a cinematic-ish look to make it a little more visually interesting. So first thing, shut off the overhead lights, close all the curtains. So the next thing I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure I had a plain background. I wanted nothing in the background to distract from the person. Everybody's dressing up because it's also picture day, so they have like their own personality for clothing. So I wanted kind of them to stand out from the background. So I knew that this building had white walls, and we're literally just using like the plain white walls as the backdrop. But the next thing I wanted to talk about is the key light. So the key light is your main light, your light source. So I have an Aperture 120D. I have it at a 45-degree angle up and also over to the side. It's not really 45. 45 would be here, so it's, I don't know, whatever that degree would be. But you know, I have that as my main key light to illuminate this side of the face. And then since the window's over here, I'm using that as a fill light. And so typically I would like my key light be on the same side as that. But since it's corporate, we're trying to light and bright. When I was kind of coming up with a setup, I knew the window was going to be my fill light to kind of fill in all the shadows on this side, and so I needed this key light to be a little bit brighter than what this rest of the room was to make sure that the person stood out from the backdrop. So the next thing I have opposite, so if my key light is straight ahead right up here, back over on the opposite side I have a Nanlite Pavo tube, and so I'm using that to kind of give me separation from the backdrop. So this is a little bit brighter. It's called a hair light, or like a, you know, a kicker, I guess is kind of the best way to explain it, but I'm using it so if you're sitting here, it kind of gives me this hard light on this side of my body. And so one, it's a fill light, but also it's kind of separating me from this background a little bit more, so this person sitting in this chair is more illuminated and more standing out from the backdrop. Next thing, directly over the subject, I have a Rode NTG3, so this is a shotgun mic. We've got it as close as I can get to the person's face, but I have it over their head, pointing down at their chest, just to get that good, clean, crisp audio. You know, I just kind of have this thing boomed off of a C-stand over right above that person's head, and then I have the cord running into my main camera up here, which we'll talk about in a second. So I love shooting interview, talking head stuff with my cinema camera. This is a Canon C200. I love the look of a cinema camera. It just makes everything feel more cinematic, more like a movie, and it's a higher quality image than even the most expensive mirrorless camera pretty much on the market right now, which is this Canon R5. But the look that you get out of this camera, it's just different. Like, I can't really explain what it is, but it just looks different. And so for very simple talking heads, if you light it up really, really well, I think it looks like I can't match it with this mirrorless camera. So, but that's it. That is the setup I'm using for this simple setup, talking head setup, you know, a Meet the Team corporate interview. I already know what it looks like because I've already looked at it on the C200, so I've been overlaying some of it so you also know what it looks like, and I know it looks really good. So I'm very pleased with this setup. I think it's really good for like website videos, when you have an about me page, meet the team, meet the person. I think it works really, really well for just this very simple, but really good looking, interesting meet the team video. So don't forget, hit that subscribe button so you can follow me for more videos, tips, tricks, tutorials, camera reviews, all that stuff that goes with video marketing and video creation. Guys, Ryan Weber, I'll see you guys in the next video.